Hello, my friends. In this section, we are going to make the single comment component. So what single comment is, as I said in our last sections, so we have this comment list. Comment list is just this part. So above this, the root comment form. So there is a comment list, and inside the comment list, we have this single comment part, and then a reply comment part. So in this section, we are just going to focus on this single comment part. So which will be just the first steps comment list, this one. So coming back to our diagrams. So in here, we are going to make this single comment part. So to make it, first we will create the single comment component in comment.js, which is here. So comment.js. There is this replies, and this comment form. So there is a comment form here. So we need to make that single comment component in here. Single comment component in here. So after that, we will make a template for a single comment, and then we will make an OpenReply font and the handle change font. What this is, OpenReply font and handle change is, so if we come in here, so by clicking this reply to button, we can toggle this part. So to make this happen, so we will make that OpenReply function. When we type something in here, as we type something, we put that word in here. So to be like that, so we will also make this handle change function. So after that, we also need to click this submit button, and in that time we need to trigger this unsubmit function. So that's why we need to make unsubmit function. So after that, as we did in our last sections, after saving our command in the database, we updated our saved data into parent component. So when we just type something in here in our root component form, if we click the submit button, so we save this data inside the database. After that, we just send the information of the comment we uploaded into our parent component, which is this big detailed video page. So we also needed to do like this in here too. So when we type something and we submit, we first save the data inside MongoDB, and we also need to send the information into our parent component, which is the detailed video page. We will first in single comment.js, I will send the data into comment.js, which is one parent component, and we also need to update the data again into detailed video page. This is how we will do in this section. So without further ado, I'm going to make a single comment component in comment.js. So we come to our text editor. So now we come in here, but inside the props and comment list, we have all of the comment list data, and then we use the map. So if we have a comment list, and by using this comment list, we will use the map method. So we will get just only one comment, and we will get the index, and we will do parentheses, and then we will do react fragment, and inside react fragment, we will make the single comment component. So if we see our console panel, and then we spread out this information, this information does come from this props.comment list. So this comments information is just this one information. So we put this information inside the single comment component as a prop, comment prop. and I want to send more information inside this single comment component, which will be post ID in case we will use this one. Post ID comes from props and post ID, and we'll put this one in here too. And as I said in here, after saving the comment inside MongoDB, we need to update the saved data into parent component. So to do that, we need to use this props refresh function. So we will also need to have this refresh function props. This will be props and refresh function. So we have all of the props we need for this single comment, but now we actually don't have this single comment component. So we first try to import it, but we don't have single comment component yet. So we will go inside this section. So we will make the file name single comment and JS. In here, RFCE for the functional component. So I say, so we type single comment, and so we get the single comment pass. I just save it, and then we go to our application. So I refreshed it. So I will type something in here. We get one single comment component. If I type one more, so we get two single comment component. So now this one is working. Now inside this comment.js, I only want the first steps of comment appear, not the second depth component or third depth component. So to make it like that, I need to give one condition inside in here. So inside this the comment model, we have this response to. The first depth comment doesn't have a response to information, because the first depth comment doesn't need to have response to information. So if we see this information for the comment, so if we don't have the response to, if we don't have response to field inside this comment information, we know this one is for first depth comment. So we get that condition in here. So we get the condition for that. So comment the response to. So inside this comment, if we don't have response to, we will render this one. So we only have first steps comment in comment.js. So we save it. So now we need to go to single comment component. And in here, we are going to make the template for a single comment. The template has to be like this. So we are going to get the help from the entity design for this CSS, for this styling. So when making the template, I'm going to play it really fast, so you don't need to be bored. So now we finished making a template for a single comment. But we were supposed to do, after making the template for a single comment, we need to make the OpenReply function and handle change function. But before that, I'm going to fetch all of the comment data from the MongoDB. So I want to populate the data I already have inside MongoDB in here. I forgot to make that API before, so I'm first going to make that. So first we go to detail video page. So in here, So I want to just copy this one and then paste it. And I want to change this path into get comment. So I will use the same variable when I used for the getting the video. So I want to make this router inside a command route file. So first I will go to command write file, command. So in here I copy this one and paste it, and the path for this API is get commands. Paste it. So I will do really quick. So first I will bring the command model and then find the data by post ID, because post ID we send the request body the post ID from our client, and then we populate the writer and then execute the query, and we get the error and then comment information. So all of the comments that belong to this video post. So if error, the return response status 400 and send error and response and status 200 JSON success true and comments. So we made it for getting the comment. So now in here we already have this comment list state, so we are going to change this video into comment list video, and we need to change this one into comments because we said in here comment. So that's why we need to put this comments variable in here. So we save it and we go to our website. So now we come to our website in here. I'm going to type hello. So I think there is some error. We cannot fetch the comments in here. I found the reason why I couldn't get the comments. The reason was the variable's property name is video ID, but if we come to our comment routes, I used the post ID. That's why I couldn't get any of the comments. But if I change this one into video ID, save it, and then I need to refresh the page. So now you will see, so we can have this template, but we didn't put actual data in here. That's why we couldn't get actual data. But if we see our console panel, so we have the 9 comments I uploaded. In here we have all of the information about these comments that belongs to this video post. So now it's time to populate this data inside this template. So we go to single comment. First we'll put the props, or we put the props in here so we can use these props. Oh, what was the names that we used for the props? There was the comment, props, comment, and writer, and image. This one will just image, and content will be props and comment and content. We also need to put the name of the writer, so we write props and comment and writer and name, and then we go back to our application. You see, now we have our name or our information about this comment populated in here. So now it's time to make that OpenReply function, handle change function, and onSubmit function, and we will update the data into parent component. We will do them really quick because I will make the handle change function here. So we need to have the state to change that state in here. Use state, and this state's name will be comment value. So comment value is the current target and value. Initial state will be just string, and then we put this one in here, comment value. So now we also need to make the OpenReply function to trigger this one, hide it or open it. So we need to make this onClick function, OpenReply. So we make the state 2, make the state, name will be OpenReply, initial state will be false, because we want this one to be hide at the first time. We just put this one in here, and this needs to be the toggle, so that's why I say like this, OpenReply. And we didn't import the use state from the React. Import it, and we finished making this handle change and OpenReply. It's time to make the onSubmit. So we need to put onSubmit here and here. Then we make this onSubmit. We make the onSubmit function in here. First, we do e.prevent default. So we need to do axios and post request the API command and save command, and then we need to have variables. So which variable do we need to send to backend? So first we need to send the writer property, and then post ID, and then response to, and then content. So we get the writer's information from the Redux as we did in our previous section, user and user data and ID. Post we get from the props and post ID and props and comment and ID, and we got the comment value from the state, but we didn't make this user, so we didn't disconfigure the Redux in here. So we first import the Redux first, use selector from React Redux, and const user selector state and user. So now we got this user information from the Redux store. So now we do then and response, if response data success, we do something and else alert fail to save comment. So first we will make this one inside this comment rows. So we go to rows, but as a second, we already made this API in our previous section. So actually we are just gonna use this API. So in here we will see which kind of information we will get from that router in here, save command router. The property name is a result, so we will say response data result. We come back in here. I'm going to write something in here. Hello, type it. So we got the log back. So, but when I click this one, actually this doesn't toggle at all. So I need to find the problem for that. The reason was I didn't keep the condition in here. So if we come down in here, so now we use this state open reply. So only when we have open reply is true, we will just let this one appear. If this one is false, we're going to hide this one. So we give the condition for that like this. So we come back in here. So now we can toggle this one like this. So the last thing we need to do is, so we need to update save data into parent component. So we can just add a little bit of a line in here after being successful for the save command. First, we also need to set command value into empty string, and after typing here, and we also hide this the form again, so that's why we need to set open reply, and lastly I will do props and refresh, and then in here we will put this one, so we can successfully update our saved data into parent component. So we've done all things that as we planned. So thank you for watching this long video again. I hope you take a rest well because you did really good. So see you in our next video. Thank you.